Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2024 DreamWorks animated feature film Kung Fu Panda 4. So this is an hour and a half, very quick. We have Mr. Ping, we have Poe's dad, and then we have Poe's Panda dad, who's voiced by Bryan Cranston from the third film. They are now living together, working at the same noodle shop, which I find funny because they reference that they're Poe's dads throughout the entire film. I was like, good, show a one family dynamic of two parents of the same gender. Do it. Wonderful. And so then having the panda dad and the goose dad raising the panda son, who's the dragon warrior, who's an adult technically. How does this work in regards to then reopening Mr. Ping's noodle shop into this panda shop, panda noodle shop, and tofu? There's a rebranding change. The whole premise of this film was change. And so then Poe finds, in the absence of the Furious Five, they're off doing their own things. Poe finds this fox breaking into the temple to steal some artifacts and things. And then it's a matter of getting Poe to Juniper City for the chameleon to take his staff. That's the premise of this, right? But how does this all work? There's an arrest. Poe teams up with the fox, voiced by Awkwafina, wonderful, to then get to Juniper City. And seeing Juniper City is pretty cool because it reminded me a lot of watching Avatar for the first few times and going to Ba Sing Se. And you're used to seeing these villages and these quiet towns and stuff like that. And then you go to the city. We've never seen a city in the Kung Fu Panda universe before. So that was pretty neat in regards to the films. So that was pretty neat. And facing off with the chameleon, who's voiced by Viola Davis. An incredible character who can change on the outside because she changed on the inside. Ke Huy Quan is an armadillo in this. It's a wonderful voice talent, as they always do with all these films. And it's just very entertaining having these different A to B to C to D moments and then fighting everybody at the end. How is Tai Peng back? Right, Tai Ling back. Tai Lao? What's this, the snow leopards? The villain from the first film, he's back. What's his name? Tai something. I don't remember. I can't remember. It's killing my soul that I don't remember. But the villains that Poe had faced and sent to the spirit realm are coming back from the spirit realm because of the lizard, because the lizard now has the staff, because the chameleon now has the staff. And she just wants their kung fu powers and then puts them in these spirit cages, if you will. And then, of course, Poe and Fox have to help each other to defeat the chameleon and get everybody back where they belong, and to have that show of respect from his enemies, the bowing at the end. It was change, realizing that, he is who Master Oogway predicted. That was really cool. Can the fox become the tree? After this whole peach pit, analogy. Gorgeous. A lot of things through this film were all about change. It was wonderful. Poe's main purpose of this film was to find a successor, because he's supposed to now take care of the Valley of Peace, as per Oogway's request, but bestowed upon him via Ishifu as the messenger, of course. Now, can he find a replacement Dragon Warrior? Can he find his next successor? Can he find his apprentice? And that was the premise. So he did find his apprentice, and he did find his next successor. So moving into Kung Fu Panda 5, will Awkwafina be back as this Fox character? I hope so. She was great. Showed a lot of change. Will we get more Spirit Realm characters now that the chameleon is in the Spirit Realm with everybody else? What happens next? Who's the next villain? It's interesting watching this, an hour and a half film, because I am currently watching, at the same time, the Dragon Knight series on Netflix, Kung Fu Panda Dragon Knight, which is 3 seasons long. A lot of stuff happens. But it's very interesting watching then a movie, Kung Fu Panda 4, while I'm just starting the 3rd season, the final season, because it just seems like another episode. It doesn't seem like another movie. It just seems like another episode that I'm watching this long franchise of Kung Fu Panda, because Jack Black is the voice in the film, but he's also the voice in the TV show, and he hasn't really done any voice work in the TV shows aside from this. This one he produced. This one he is the voice of Poe in this particular new TV show. So part of this film, Kung Fu Panda 4, felt like just another 3-part episode that I watched that I am watching. So it's very entertaining. Movie in the film and film in the movie, if you will. Timeline's a little different, but I still enjoy it nonetheless. I feel like the Dragon Knight show takes place before the third film, specifically because you don't have Poe's Panda Dad in the show, and you have Poe's Panda Dad in this film, which is a sequel to the third film. So, timeline or not, if my judgment is wrong, it's not that big of a deal because none of the characters age. So it's just this is another episode kind of a thing. This is a 3-part special of the TV series, if you will. Very entertaining, held the attention. I did like the cinematography in this. This film did one of my favorite camera tricks. The camera is on the main character, but then it does a full 360 and the character stays the same. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Music was great. I loved the Asian influence version of Crazy Train when they get to Juniper City. Incredible. I loved Jack Black and his band singing, and Tenacious D singing Baby One More Time, as in the like final credit montage of like Fox being trained now. Thought that was pretty cool. Music was great. Cinematography was great. Coloring was great. Loved it. I love this franchise. I love this franchise. I love this film. And we're going to talk about the TV show when I finish it soon, hopefully within the week. We shall see. Kung Fu Panda 4, on to the next review. Mahalo.